bizarre omission. But then again, a male journalist recently asked, what's the connection? Our author, Eve Ensler, was present for the birth of her granddaughter. She was in awe of vaginas before that moment. She's in deep worship now.
I was there when her vagina opened.
We all were, her mother, her husband, and I.
And the nurse from the Ukraine with her whole hand up there in her vagina, feeling and turning as she talked casually to us, like she was turning on a loaded faucet.
I was there when the contractions made her crawl on all fours, made these unfamiliar moans leak out of her pores.
And still there after hours when she just screamed suddenly, wild, her arms striking at the electric air.
I was there when her vagina changed from a small, shy, sexual hole into an archaeological tunnel, a sacred vessel.
A Venetian canal, a deep well with a tiny, stuck child inside,
waiting to be rescued. I saw the colors of her vagina, and they changed from this bruised, broken blue.
The blistering tomato red, the gray pink, the dark, saw the blood like perspiration along the edges.
The yellow white liquid, the shit, the clots, pushing out all the holes, pushing harder and harder.
Saw through the hole the baby's head, scratches of black hair, saw it just there behind the bone. A hard, round memory as the nurse from the Ukraine kept turning and turning her slippery hand.
I was there when each of us, her mother and I, held a leg and spread her wide, our strength against her pushing, and then her husband sternly counting. 1, 2, 3, telling her to focus.
Harder!
We looked into her then and we couldn't get our eyes out of that place.
We forget the vagina, all of us. What else would explain our lack of awe, our lack of reverence?
I was there when the doctor reached in with Alice in Wonderland spoons, and there as her vagina became a wide, operatic mouth.
Singing with all its strength.
First, little head.
Then the gray, flopping arm. Then the fast, swimming body.
Swimming quickly into our weeping arms.
I was there later when I just turned and faced her vagina. I stood and I let myself see her all spread, completely exposed, mutilated, swollen, and torn, bleeding all over the doctor's hands, who was calmly sewing her there.
I stood, and suddenly her vagina became a wide, red, pulsating heart. The heart is capable of sacrifice.
So is the vagina.
The heart is able to forgive and repair, and change its shape to let us in and expand to let us back out again.
So can the vagina.
The heart is able to ache for us, and stretch for us, and die for us, and bleed us into this difficult, wondrous world.
I was there in the room, and I remember.
In 1998, V-Day, the movement that has sprouted from Eve Ensler's Vagina Monologues, has focused its attention on areas of the world where women and girls are the most vulnerable.
As V-Day approaches its 15th year of activism, we're spotlighting the common history of racism, poverty, slavery, colonialism, and war that has thrown women into a never-ending cycle of violence and disempowerment.
V-Day works with the war-ravaged Democratic Republic of Congo, Katrina and New Orleans, and the country of Haiti, and works with the women to support and ground them there in liberation and a violence-free future.